Welcome back, and with the defeat of the water elemental, now we just gotta climb up through this cavern in order to get to the volcano in the next stage. We've got 5 extra lives in the bank, so we're in a pretty good position for the rest of the game. It's mostly just a matter at this point of trying to keep as many as we possibly can. There's usually enough keys lying around a level that you can open up all the chests that you need to, but we're at the point in the game where we're going to start avoiding some of the chests that we come across. For instance, this chest right here. It's got a short sword in it. It's the basic sword that we found in the first level. It's a downgrade from what we have now, so we're just going to walk by it and save this one for later. As you can see from the inside of the volcano, if you love slopes that you go sliding down, this is going to be your favorite level in the game. If you don't, you're a part of the other 99.9% of the population. The special shop item here is the silver fleece spell for 2300 if you happen to miss it at all in the water world. The Fleetfoot spell is what we use in order to get the golden object of this stage, which is that golden crown right there. It lets us move a little bit faster. It's only persistent to this particular stage of the game. Once you get inside the volcano, it disappears from your inventory. Yeah, surprisingly enough, it lets you kill those iguanas just by jumping on them. It's the only creature in the game that'll actually let you do that. These volcanic craters are complete and utter bastards. They'll just randomly start spewing out large quantities of fireballs and can take down your life pretty darn quick. This helmet provides us with a nice little upgrade, at least in the looks department. I'm not sure if it actually provides any real protection to the head because, let's face it, doesn't matter what direction anything's coming from, it's going to kill you no matter what. Up here is where you use the Fleetfoot spell, and as you slide down the slope you hold right on the controller. That's the only way that you make it over that little gap. Otherwise you go sliding down to the left and you can't pick up the ground. Though if you had half a mind, you'd probably just kill the Frog King in the previous stage and take his, so you don't need to go sliding all over the place. I used the familiar spell here in order to give myself a little bit of extra cover climbing up the volcano. We'll go after the iguanas so they'll stop spitting their fire streams at me, but it also targets the fireballs coming out of those volcanic craters. The game considers them enemies, so it can turn them into coins and just give you a little bit of extra breathing room sometimes. Getting to the next section is not entirely obvious. You have to climb all the way up to the top, and then you have to crouch on top of the volcano in order to get inside. I really hate these purple demons. They're so happy because they take a dump on your parade both literally and figuratively. Only one will be in existence at a single time, and I'll just try to take up a position right above you and start raining bullets down on you. These guys are very nasty because they'll just take off huge chunks of your life in a single bound. There's the second one up that you can get in this level. So while we're not going to leave with any additional lives in tow, at least we're not going to leave with any fewer, and that's the important thing for the final stages. Those craters in the walls act just like the ones outside the volcano, where they shoot fireballs at you very quickly. Fortunately though, unlike the ones outside the volcano, they don't shoot nearly as much and nearly as often. While the flames that shoot up out of the ground don't really show up all that often, it's just the whole mess of small platforms that you have to hop around on that make this level a complete pain. With collecting the elemental magic, we've opened up all the chests that we need to in this level. There was one coming into the volcano that you could have opened up if you had bought yourself an extra key, but there's no point to it. It's only got 300 coins in that chest, and a key at that point costs you 700 to buy, so you're netting a loss of 400 just opening up that chest. In this hidden room here is where we find the third Cinderin item, the Gauntlet. Those skull and crossbones lying on the ground, according to the instruction booklet, are invincible, but that's not true. As long as you have elemental magic, you can blow them out of the water. They're just a complete pain all around, so you want to try to avoid them whenever you can. Even though I opened up this chest, I'm not going to collect what's inside. It carries a battle axe in it. The battle axe may look cute, but it's got a very short range, it's very clunky to use, and it's not any more powerful than a diamond sword. So it's only good to pick up if you're still using the basic short sword, but at this point it's completely useless to us. Down here is where we find our nemesis, the fire elemental. The gimmick with this guy is that his weak spot is his mouth, and moving left and right means that you gotta time your shots pretty well in order to hit him. Crouching on this side of the elemental, what you want to do is you want to wait for his mouth to get all the way over to the right as far as it can before you let your shot go. Then it'll drop down and hit him perfectly almost every single time. And in this spot you can hit most of his shots before they hit you, making it a great defensive position as well. The other way you can take this guy out is if you go all the way to the right hand side of the cavern and you bounce off of him up and down. It's a lot harder for him to hit you in that spot, but it's harder for you to hit him as well. Since the height of your jumps don't time perfectly with the left and right movement of his mouths, it really becomes a challenge being able to time the shot properly to get into him. And with the very limited magic that's available in this level, you want to make every shot count against this guy. And that's the end of the World of Fire. I'll catch you next time for the 4th stage of Ironsword, the World of Earth.